Hey you guys, it's me, Tim. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I wanted to do another review on my PRS DW CE 24 since I've owned it now for a little more than 6 months, and give you my thoughts on what it's like, you know, what my feelings are today about it and such. So hey, by the way, I hope you enjoyed that jam track in the beginning of the video. That's actually a track that I produced for another video that I'm working on, which is a review of the Soldano, the little mini SLO 30 watt solid state amp. So, you know, swing on back and hopefully I'll have that up soon. You can check that out. But I produced that so you guys could enjoy and see what the guitar, you know, see it in action, hear it in action. And I hope you enjoyed that. So if you do, please like and subscribe. And let me tell you what I think about this guitar. I do like this guitar very much after owning it. There's a few things about it that I've had to get used to and such. But this guitar has this satin finish on it as opposed to like a clear coated, you know, option. And I really like the satin finish. I'm not sure how well that's going to endure, but I sure hope that there's not an issue there. The back of the neck has this really great smooth satin feel, which I really like that, because on some other guitars that I've had that are clear coated, sometimes if the conditions are right, it seems like your hand wants to get, you know, jammed up a little bit when you're trying to slide. And this doesn't seem like it would get that way. So I haven't been playing out though with it. I'm trying to get back into guitar playing now after a long hiatus of, believe it or not, like 20 years. I know that seems ridiculous, but I got married for 10 years and it turns out that my wife hated my guitar playing. Had I known that prior, I would have told her to get lost, of course. Then we had kids and there was just non-stop chaos, so I knew there was no chance of recording in my home studio, and I was bummed. And besides that, man, the whole scene with rock guitar and, you know, rap taking over, I'm not a fan of rap, although I do like Kid Rock a bit. That's about the extent of, you know, what I like in rap. I like talent, musicians that have talent and can play instruments and can put together phenomenal music, you know, like Yes. Guys like that. So anyway, that's what I like. But I love rock and roll and I love guitar playing. So YouTube has inspired me to get back into music. It's been great. I've discovered some amazing guitar players. Just can't believe the awesome talent that's out there, and it's so much fun to discover these new players and see what's going on with those guys. Max Ostro. Oh man. Oh my God, if I could play like another guitar player, I think I would want to play more like Max. And Alex Hutchings, oh man, you guys are my new idol. It's just amazing, right? So anyway, it's been an inspiration, so I'm trying to get back into it a little bit now. So I came from like a Les Paul style guitar. My other guitar that I've had all my life has been a Yamaha SBG 2000 that I bought, I think it was in like 1987. And that guitar, I saw it in a music store. I wasn't planning on buying the guitar, but when I played it, I just could not believe the incredible action on that guitar. And I just had to have it. So I think it was $565 used at the time. Lately, I've seen those guitars selling used for about $4,000 or so if they're in good shape. And so anyway, I come from that Les Paul kind of a feel. I think my Yamaha has a longer scale neck than this. I think this is a 25 inch. Don't quote me, but I did look into that. So that's coming up in the video. I'll tell you what it is. I don't have good fingers for playing guitar. My fingers are fat, and it's difficult for me to snap to a chord and get my fingers in between the strings without, you know, touching another string and ruining it. Well, that's a problem for me. Playing this high up here, these frets seem pretty close together, so But that's the way it is. So I won't be trying to play, I don't think, real high on this neck. It does have a locking nut and locking tuners, which is pretty nice. Haven't had any issues, you know, with the Floyd tremolo. Now, one thing is that when coming from the Les Paul style guitar, I used to rest my palm on the bridge while I was picking. And you can't do that with a guitar like this, and you're probably already aware of that, because this is my first guitar that has a tremolo system that I bought. The Yamaha doesn't have a tremolo. And so what I've been doing is, if you press on this, you know, you'll be bending the pitch of the string up. So you can't do that. So I find that I've been resting my pinky on the guitar down here while I'm picking. And that's not cool, because I've noticed that in this area of the guitar, the finish has been looking shiny. And I'm worried that I'm damaging the finish on the guitar. So that's a concern that I have. Now, I have seen that there's some companies out there that make like a clear film that you can buy, a guitar protection film. And I guess I want to get some of that and try cutting a piece and putting it in here so that I can try to protect the finish on the guitar. That's one thing you might want to look into if you're thinking about buying this guitar. The 5-way switch is something new to me also, although I like the way they did it. It sounds great, this guitar. All the different positions are useful. And, you know, I think it's easier to flip the switch here while you're playing. So I don't know how quickly I could jump to the right setting down there if I was playing this live. So I can't really give you feedback on that. But the big thing about it is that when I bought this guitar, the spring noise in the back, there's not too much of it now because I've fixed the problem. I'll show you coming up how I fixed that problem. But to be honest, it pisses me off that PRS lets a guitar like this leave the factory with a problem like that. Now, maybe a lot of guitars have that same problem brand new. I don't know. This is my first guitar that I've bought that has a tremolo. But anyway, Floyd Rose, as it turns out, they offer springs that are coated, which is supposed to, I guess, eliminate that problem, or at least tone it down. But when these springs were resonating in the back of the guitar, coming through the amp rather loud, I just couldn't get it over. I was like, what in the hell's going on? So that was my first concern. I'll show you how I fixed that coming up. But I mean, come on, Paul. What are you doing? I mean, you can't put coated springs in the guitar and offer it that way? I mean, I would gladly pay the $2 more, $10 more, or $15, whatever it is. And the other thing that really annoys me about this and PRS is that they offer this guitar in a gig bag, not in a case. And I don't understand that, man. I mean, yeah, the gig bag is well made, it's nice, it does protect the guitar, but it's a pain in the ass getting the guitar in and out of the gig bag. I don't like it. I want a hard case. Now, when I bought this guitar, I bought it, there was a financing deal through a firm, I think it was. I got 0% for like 18 months. And I was like, man, that's a great deal. So it would have been so nice to have the guitar and a hard shell case financed together in there. You know what I mean? Yeah, now I could buy a hard shell case. Sure, I got to shell out the $200 and whatever dollars it is now. So thanks, Paul. If you're listening, right, I would gladly pay the extra money up front to get the case with the guitar. Playability, you know, the guitar plays well. The action on this guitar initially was, I was a little worried because it was higher than what I expected. And the neck seemed to be straight as an arrow. I thought this is really going to play well, but it didn't play all that well for me. But I'm coming from that, you know, the Yamaha that had, you know, effortless action on it. So I ended up bringing this in to have it set up at a guitar place in West Palm. And when I did that, I brought my Yamaha too, and I explained, and the guitar tech put my Yamaha on the bench first, and he measured the spring height the string height from the neck and all that. And then he, after doing that, he put this guitar on the bench and he measured once again. And then he made some adjustments, you know, adjusting the bridge down. And I think that he adjusted the bridge all the way down until it bottomed out in the pocket. I'm not positive that he did that, but I think that's what he did. And he came back and he said, I'm not going to be able to get your PRS to play as well as your Yamaha. And that really bummed me out, man. Bummed me out. Although I'm over that now because they did lower the action some and it plays nice. I'm used to it now. It's not bothering me at all anymore. And I'm a wuss. I'm so used to my Yamaha, you know, that killer action, that it has spoiled me. And that's been a problem anytime I've picked up another guitar, just because I'm so used to playing that Yamaha, you know, that, so now I'm over that. It's not bothering me at all. And I love this guitar. I think you'd be very happy with it. I have some pictures that I took, you know, some little video clips and stuff, so that's coming up. I'm going to plug it in a minute and I'll show you what it sounds like with the different switch positions on the guitar. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And come back to see, you know, what's coming up. I got the SLO video coming up, so I hope you enjoy that. And stick around, guys. Let me know. Thanks for stopping by. Now, I picked up this PRS guitar stand, which is pretty cool. I haven't seen anything like that before, but apparently there are other brands. The guitar, other brands that have produced quite a few different models of this in wood and such. This one has a steel base, and this it's not a solid aluminum back part, but I don't see like a weld seam in it. So I mean, it's built tough, man. Strong, and your guitar just hangs there. And look at how beautiful that guitar is, man. I love that finish. That satin finish is really nice. I'm a little worried about it, you know, like I explained earlier with my finger. You can see there it's a little shiny on that one spot. I'm worried that that's going to mess up the finish, and I don't know if it will or not, but I'm going to get some of that protective film to protect the guitar there. But yeah, I love that. And they make this in, you know, a couple different colors. I was torn between the amber and the blue. I did almost buy the amber one. I was torn between those two, the blue. This is, I believe they call it the Faded Blue Smoke Burst, but it won out. I think the color is really great. But the black one is really nice too, because on the black one, it's the front is black, and the back of it is that natural wood tone. So from the sides and the back, you know, you get that two tones, the combination. That's a beautiful thing too. So yeah, I would be tempted to buy another one for sure, just so I could get another color. And this is a shot of the, you know, the action on it. Now, there's a little bit of string height there, more so on the low E string than on the high string. So the guy that set this up at that music store in West Palm, the high E string is pretty close to the neck, but the low E string, there's still a little bit of room there, but it's really not bothering me so much anymore. I mean, I guess that's not bad. It's just that I'm spoiled is the thing, you know. And locking nut and locking tuners, yeah, pretty sweet. And this is how I stopped the springs from resonating in the back of the guitar. I bought that tubing and I cut it and put it inside the springs. So the pickups in this guitar, they call them Tomahawk pickups, and they say they're a blend of ceramic and Alnico magnets. I think they were custom made for this guitar. And here's the breakdown of how the switch works. And this is I thought this was interesting. So this is what I would expect, you know, when the switch is closest to the bottom of the guitar down here, you get full humbucker bridge pickup, you know, your treble. And then the next click up on the switch gives you full bridge plus one coil from the neck pickup. And then position 3 here, you're full on with both pickups, kind of expect that. Look at this one, position 4. It gives you one coil on the bridge pickup and one coil on the neck pickup. That's interesting. And then position 5 is full on the neck pickup. So I kind of expect that. But what's interesting is that you can't get just one coil on one pickup. I wonder, I guess that would take some custom wiring to do or something. I don't know. But the it's a 25-inch scale on the neck. Come to find out. The Katana artist with a Beta 57. Start down here on the treble. The amp is pretty much flat. It's a middle pickup. This one is that fourth position. setting on the treble pickup. The whammy bar is like getting caught on my pant leg there. Thought I'd throw in a couple pictures of my home recording setup so you could check it out. It's pretty cool. I'm an old school guy. Unfortunately, all this gear is in my storage garage at the moment because I'm trying to recover from my business being destroyed by Amazon. Love this console, man. 64 channels, flying faders, full automation. You can save your mix to a compact flash card. I just love using this console. These are some my outboard effects, but everybody's using Pro Tools and stuff, man. But I love to use the console. It's for me, it's a lot of fun. And that was my 16-track 1-inch reel-to-reel. But this is what I'm using now, which is a 24-track hard disk recorder, and you can see it in my rack with all my effects and stuff in there. So that's the video. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I do hope you enjoyed. And you know, come back and stop in. I'm kind of slow at putting videos out, so it won't be next week, you know. But do swing back and leave some comments and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear them. Thanks again. Take care.